all the Mongo Nation stuff. Now, you hear that mentioned a lot, and those of you that are involved with social media, I don't have to introduce you to Mongo Nation. Some of you have heard the term. Mark, welcome, first of all.
Thank you, Mike.
What's your full name?
Mark Baldwin.
Mark Baldwin. Where are you from?
I live in New Jersey, Morris County.
Morris County. All right. Where did Mongo Nation come from? Where did the term come from? Does anybody know?
Well, yeah, I can speak to that. I wasn't a part of it back in the day, but it was apparently a term that was used to discuss callers. It was Mongos, like, oh, this caller is barely being a Mongo. So, we had a lot of those yesterday with all the trade proposals.
Somebody called them a Mongo.
Yeah, so so that bantied back and forth, and then it ended up becoming a term like, hey, we're all a little bit crazy, we're all a little bit silly, so that Mongo thing, and then once some people created some prominent Twitter accounts like WFA and Audio, which was one. Now it's Audio Mongo, WFA and Trades, which documents. We had a banner day yesterday because it documents all the crazy trade rumors.
Eli's Elite,
right? Another one.
Yeah.
A lot of great guys out there, and so it just. And
then the ones that parody me, which there's a bunch of those too.
Yeah,
right.
Bunch of good guys there. I got to meet those guys at Francesa, very nice guys.
So, and then you were involved with Francesa?
Yes, I was.
How were you involved? I mean, were you one of the founders?
No, Mike and Ron, who
I've met,
who you've met, were the founders. They got me involved in the planning, and they were going to have it at the same bar they had it at the previous year. And I said to them, guys, look, we can't have Mike Francesa coming into a bar. It's not going to work. It's going to be too crowded. We're worried about your safety. I went out and got the contract for the Irving Plaza.
Oh, you did?
I got it.
That was a great play. I mean, I understand it might not have been big enough, but and it was pretty big. But there was a lot of people there that day. But it was a nice place. It was a nice place to have that in. I mean, it had a stage. It was set up well. It had a balcony, so it was set up pretty well, although it was cramped.
Yeah, it was a little bit. We were at capacity. They sold a lot of tickets for it, and but it was a good venue. You did great. I mean, everybody just loved it. I mean, I think I've watched that 8.5-minute video 10 or 15 times, and it was very humbling.
It was a strange reaction, boy. It was crazy. I have to admit, I was not prepared. I mean, I was prepared for when I went on stage, but I was not prepared for the initial response, which was a little crazy.
I've been, like you said on Monday afterwards, I've been to a lot of events, but that was just bizarre.
No, I've never seen anything like that. That was the response was a little over the top, to say the least, and it was a little overwhelming. But we had fun with everybody there, and I was there for a while, as we know. But it was a nice event. I mean, when I was downstairs taking pictures, which took about 3 hours, there was events going on inside. Like, I was outside. I was in the vestibule area there. But you guys had events going on inside.
Oh, yeah. There was a band. There was the trivia. They did a trivia contest.
And they have a contest for who has the best wardrobe, right?
And there was a contest to guess the audio, kind of like a playoff of your Super Bowl audio, except it was you talking to guests, and you had to pick what the guest was. That was Audio Mongo put that together for the guys, and it was a challenge. It was cool. It was really fun.
So do you guys? I know you talk a lot and you interact a lot. Do you guys ever get together and stuff like that? Do you socialize?
Yeah, there's times I've gotten together with some of the guys. We're actually planning Sunday the 19th. We're going to be doing a trip to Yankee Stadium. There's about 17 of us.
I've heard that. Someone called about that.
Yeah, Tim and Milford called about that. Yes.
So you're all going to Yankee Stadium?
Yeah, there's about 17 of us so far. We're buying up one of the sections, and we're going to head over and have a fun time together.
And there was a very good number of, 2 places where I saw the Mongo Nation. Number one, when we were at Giant Camp last year, there was a whole bunch of them outside the fence.
Okay.
They couldn't get into where we were because of security, but they were all outside the fence. It was crazy. There was a lot of them there that day.
At Bar A last year.
And then Bar A, where there was a lot of them at Bar A. I mean, there's always a lot of people at Bar A. That always does, is always very well attended, but there were a lot of them at Bar A last year. There's no question.
I'll be there this year.
And I expect to see a lot of them at Bar A. And I would say that you should, if you're into that, you should definitely come to Bar A. Bar A is going to be a special one because you never know. That could be my last trip to the Jersey Shore. You never know.
Oh, no, Mike, come on.
That is possible. So
you're killing us with the retirement stuff.
I'm just telling you. That just
you have no idea.
I don't know. All I'm saying is I just don't know these days. So I'm just being honest with you. That's all I'm being. I'm not predicting anything. I'm just saying you never know. Another year is another year. So, but I'm looking forward to going down there this year, and I think everyone should turn out. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody down there this year.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to being there too.
So you guys how much time do you spend on that? You go on there every day? Are you on there during the show every day?
Yeah, for the most part, depending on what's going on at work. I work at.
Do you guys miss someone if they're not there? Do you know are all the regulars there every day? See, Monsters follows it. He interacts with those guys during the show, and because he does that stuff during the show, so he'll say something like, "This really went over," and this, like when I did that emoji thing last week, he tells me that went everywhere.
Oh, it was great.
And then I saw it on a bunch of websites. People send me copies. It was like, it was in the news. It was on every news site. It was on every. It was everywhere. Yes, it went everywhere. So he'll tell me when that happens. But you guys all interact during the show.
Yeah, everybody, like, we riff on lines from the show, or we talk. Yesterday with the trades thing, it was going insane because
we did like 6 hours of trades.
6 hours of trades, one crazier than the next.
Yes, we did. I don't remember doing that. We spent the whole day on Met trades yesterday. The whole entire.
I really don't remember another call besides Mets.
No, that's all we did yesterday.
And,
that was it. Yes.
Yeah, we couldn't get enough of it. But yeah, so once in a while, if one of the guys is like away or something, one of the bigger accounts, you're like, hey, I wonder what's going on there. Like Eli's Elite is on vacation this week, and it's like,
he is.
So it's like you don't get every single word that you.
You can't just take off Eli's. Now,
I told him, I joked with him last week. I said, you went a week early. You got to wait till you should have waited till next week.
Absolutely.
But maybe he had it planned in advance, just as for you, because he thought you were going to be away this week.
Wait, you people know when my vacation is?
We've been keeping track. I mean,
I can tell you that.
You leak it?
Eli texts me for your vacation so he can take vacation.
Well, you mentioned that you're going to be away, and also the on-air schedule sometimes comes out, and you can see what the schedule is going to be.
I will be away. My vacation starts on Thursday.
And I don't mean to do anything bad on there. Leak it for
we don't talk about my vacation much.
I know.
That's one of the things that we don't do. But I will be gone starting Thursday for a couple of days. That's it. Okay. Joe and Evan will be filling in, and Joe will be moaning and groaning about filling in and
Evan
singing.
Evan and Kim.
It is.
Thursday, Friday.
See, he knows more than I do. That's right. Joe's off this week. That's exactly right. So that's right. That's it. So Joe and Evan will start on Monday, and they'll butcher my song, which they'll do, religiously, and everything else. So. What did you do at Fairfield? What made you? What did you bid on? What was it?
Actually, I wasn't the bidder.
You weren't.
It was another member of the Mongo Nation who won it. As it was intended as a gift for someone else. The recipient of the gift couldn't use it, so he gifted it to me, which was very generous.
Very nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
Mongo Nation is a great group.
So, how long have you been listening to FAN?
Oh, over 15 years.
And what kind of fan are you?
I'm a Yankee fan, Giants fan,
right?
And not really. I do hockey and baseball, hockey and basketball playoffs usually. Follow that stuff.
But you're a big Yankee fan,
yes,
and
primarily,
a big Giant fan.
That's correct.
Is football your favorite sport?
No, baseball is my favorite sport. In fact, me and my friend Roberto, who's also here in studio,
I see Roberto. Hi, Roberto.
For a number of years for the Yankees.
Oh, you do?
We did, and we kind of last couple of years we had to kind of let those go.
You know what? A lot of people. It's an issue for the Yankees, and I'll tell you what it is that when they were automatically guaranteeing you playoff games every year, people were like, I'll pay for these tickets. Now that they're not guaranteeing playoff games every year, people are like, whoa, these are a little expensive.
Well, they got to make the playoffs first.
A lot of people have backed off the tickets because of that reason. Because it used to be you automatically knew what you were doing all of October. I mean, let's be honest. It went like that for 15 years.
And the tolls and the parking and everything else is added up to the fact that makes it very hard. I have 3 boys, and it's hard to get them all there.
Yeah. What age?
14, 13, and 4.
14, 13, and 4.
That's right.
Really? Yes. Okay. So the 14-year-old, what's he doing this summer?
He's hanging out. We got some stuff at the college where I work that I have kids camps and stuff like that.
And he play sports?
He's a runner. He runs cross country.
All right. And a 13-year-old, what's his specialty?
He's a baseball player.
A baseball player. Yeah, all right. What's his name?
Connor,
what position does he play?
Primarily second base. They're in the playoffs this year. Good. They played a lot of second base. They won the championship.
Very good. And the 4-year-old, what's his name?
Matthew.
Yeah. All right. And what is Matt doing this year? Having fun? Is he in camp?
No, he's not in camp. His mother doesn't teaches, so she's home with him.
All right, good.
Going around visiting family and stuff like that.
All right. So, anything you want to tell the Mongo Nation that is listening to you, your brethren who are part of the show here? It's amazing. Everywhere I go now, that's all I hear about. I can't go anywhere where I go to an event or an outing where I don't bump into someone who has some connection to Mongo. And people just say to me, "What is Mongo?" Now everyone knows it. The guys come to me and say, "Oh, from Mongo Nation. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, of course, absolutely. Like wherever I go, I meet people who are part of this thing.
It's a terrific group. It's a great group of guys. Obviously, the fact that I got gifted this just shows you what a great, generous group it is. To be here as the representative from it, I kind of feel like there's a lot of other people who probably could have been representing it higher up the chain of command than me. But
I'm sure this is already making the social media rounds for you right now.
I was driving in and I had to turn off my notifications.
You got the split screen now, so you'll get that. That'll be up in a minute.
Yeah, we know that'll be on the YouTube and everything else before you know it.
Absolutely.
This is an honor. Like we always say, Mongo Nation, all the love to the we try to keep it nice, keep it about the love. So all the love, guys. I hope I did you right today. I hope I didn't embarrass myself.
You did great. You did great.
For the nation.
Well, thank you. And there will be a Francesa Con next year.
Oh yes, the talk is already in the planning stage.
It is. Is it going to be in the same place or a
We're
different
thinking
place?
the same place because, or at least that was the last thought that I had because you said it's a small place, but if you had to do 6 hours of signing with it, if we did it in a 2,000 person venue, you'd be there all day trying to meet everybody. So we were trying to figure out the balance between. We could make it. We could make it 2,000. We could make it 5,000.
Well, if you want to move it to another place, wherever it is, that at Saturday before the Super Bowl, the bye week.
The other consideration is that we do know that. Remember the Super Bowl trivia day last year, 7 o'clock, and it's my wife's birthday. Oh. And so now the Saturday before the Super Bowl is going to be your wife's birthday. So we're thinking about hey, I'm giving more thought than you have.
I didn't even know that.
So now I thought about that immediately last year. And so we decided.
All right. We'll do it.
We could do it the day before the championship games, maybe before the NFC, AFC championship.
Whatever games you got, whatever day you guys do it, I'll be there.
We'll respect Rose's birthday, though.
Whatever day, she's going to be thinking like, "What am I doing?" Whatever day you want to do it, I'll be there. So
that's terrific.
I promised I would come back, and I think I made another promise with it. So we'll see if I keep that.
Oh, there's a lot of speculation on whether that's going to happen. So that would be talk about bringing the house down. That would bring the house down once again.
We'll see. We'll see about that. Might happen. So
terrific.
Listen, thanks for coming in.
It's a pleasure.
My pleasure.
It was my pleasure.
Very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, back after this.